Hello guys, and today we're going to be looking at my NES collection, and to be honest, it's a decent sized collection. I mean, it's around 100 games, and there's like 800 NES games. I think that's not bad. I mean, a lot of the NES games, I don't even play the majority of my NES games because trying to actually play a new game is just like, doesn't work that well. So we're just gonna look at my collection. I'll talk a little bit about the games as we go through them, but yeah, let's go take a look at the games, shall we? Okay, so this is a little overview. This is, yeah, just a little over 100 games. Let's go over here and take a look at. These are like the Nintendo ones, the ones that Nintendo made pretty much. So of course you got your Zelda. I've played this many times. Some people are like about it because it's kind of like it's open world and it doesn't really tell you what to do. Of course, yeah, it's open world, so I'm an idiot. But yeah, that's Zelda for you. And then Simon's Quest. That's pretty good. That's the only Castlevania game I own, and that's not Nintendo game. Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet. That's just a combo game. I mean, I literally have about like 5 Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunts because it's so common when like I pick up a lot of games. Sometimes I'll pick up bundles and things, and you just get that thrown in there if you're getting a bunch of NES games. Everyone has like at least a copy of Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt, but this is like the special 3-pack thing. It's got World Class Track Meet in it, and I have not played that, I don't think. But it uses the Power Pad. I've played. Speaking of Power Pad, this is a pretty good Power Pad game. I remember having a lot of fun with that. I think I used to get on the floor and slap the Power Pad instead of actually running out on it like you're supposed to do. And then, yeah, here's another Power Pad game. Super Team Games, which I don't think I've played that yet. Meaning I don't even know if I'll ever play it. And then, yeah, and then we got Zelda 2. I remember playing this a lot when I was like 11 or something. I've had my NES for a long time, and yeah, I have played a couple of NES games over the course of my childhood, but yeah, then I got a ton more. But Zelda 2 is pretty fun. It's platformer-ish. But yeah, I only remember like the town stuff. You go in the town and talk to people. That's what I remember. And we got Punch Out. That's pretty cool. I like Punch Out a lot. That is cringy. Punch Out, I've pretty good fond memories of it. Just like getting to, I know Glass Joe is pretty easy. What else did I get to? I mean, I think I got to like the third guy. I don't remember the names because I haven't played it in like a good 4 years or something, I don't think. But yeah, and then we got Tetris. Everyone's gotta have Tetris of the NES collection. That's a classic. Except it's only one player, so it's really like, if you like trying to beat your score in Tetris, there you go. That's the one for you. But if you want to be playing it with friends, well, that's it. You can't do that. It's basically, it's not the original Tetris, but it's the original Tetris on the NES, pretty much. Alright, so over here we got Yoshi's Cookie and Yoshi. Yoshi, I remember, I got that on the Wii U Virtual Console, and I remember getting that when I was about like 12 or 13, and this is a pretty good game. I mean, it's a puzzle game, and it's like, you got the freaking falling enemies, you gotta match them pretty much. It's a pretty fun game to just like mess around with if you're bored. I think, yeah, they have a multiplayer mode. I remember when the NES Switch online thing came out. I did play that with a couple of friends a couple times, but they didn't really understand it because if you don't know, it's like it doesn't really tell you how to play the game necessarily. You just gotta figure it out. So yeah, I played that a little bit not too long ago, I guess. And then Yoshi's Cookie, I don't really know that much about, and I still have yet to try it. And yeah, I have to see. I think Mario is like, he has a chef outfit in this or something. And I remember they put that in Mario Odyssey, so that's pretty much all my knowledge of it, pretty much. And in Wario's Woods, I have this actually on both NES and Super Nintendo. And Wario's Woods, I think, is a good puzzle game. But I haven't tried it really. And I think this actually was like the last NES game released. Like, I think at least the last Nintendo licensed NES game. So that's good to have in the collection, I guess. And we got World Class Track Me again. Already went over that. We got Nintendo World Cup soccer game. I have not played it. It's just lingering in my collection. I have a ton of games. Like, I used to have, actually, here's a good point to mention. I used to have around 150 NES games, but I've sold a bunch of them just because I don't play them, and I don't need a huge collection. I mean, I once had a dream where I wanted to collect all of the NES games, but there's like a ton of NES games out there that are just whatever, and you just have it just to have it, and you don't actually play it. So I've kind of narrowed down my collection, like games I might play and games I like, I guess. Alright, so RC Pro-Am, that's a pretty good racing game. You got the tiny race cars, and you go around this really small track. It's really fun to play. I don't think it's multiplayer, but it's a pretty good game. It's 32 tracks of racing thrills. Pretty cool. And we got Duck Hunt. Very classic game. I remember playing this about a little over a year ago now. Yeah, I haven't really touched my NES games in a while. I don't know, I've just kind of gotten about them. I just have them up in my room most of the time. That's the unfortunate truth. We got pro wrestling. I know nothing of this. It's just, I look at it as like, alright, it's a black box game, NES. They probably released this when it first came out, and it was just a game to get, because there wasn't really much games out, I don't think, then. But I don't know anything about it. And Kidikarius, I played this a couple years ago, and it's pretty fun. I think the Grim Reaper guy used to fucking murder me whenever I'd get to the part wherever it was. I don't remember all the details of it, but I just do remember that Grim Reaper guy always coming after me. Then we got Metroid. I've really haven't played that much. I've played it a couple times, but not to the point where I've played a good amount of it. I've only dabbled in it a little bit. But yeah. And we got Rad Racer. I think this is a pretty good game, except I haven't really played it much either. So yeah, and we got Golf. I just remember going to someone's house and they had this, and that's it. I really haven't played this one much. So, and Kirby's Adventure, I remember I think I was playing this on the NES, the mini thing, like the classic one, and I got to like the 5th world, and then I just kind of gave up on it. But Kirby's Adventure is a really good game, except they've kind of reproduced it, I think, with Kirby's Nightmare and Dreamland, which is basically Kirby's Adventure, I think. Yeah, I'm kind of random where my topics go. They just go from one thing to the other. Still related to Kirby, though, so. Anyway, Adventures of Lolo. That is a good game. Very good puzzle game. Really enjoy that. I have the 2nd and 3rd games, or the 3rd game is right here. I haven't played the 2nd or 3rd games, but I think they're just similar to the first one. But yeah, those are really fun puzzle games to do if you're ever bored. Alright, so over here we got more black box games. Urban Champion, I played this a little bit. I don't really have that many memories of it. Baseball, another random sports black box game. 10-yard fight is Pinball, I really like pinball. I love the little bonus game where you have Mario running around doing the little paddle thing. That is like it's a fun game if you're bored. Like a lot of these NES games are now just as like, if you're ever bored, just pick one up and play it pretty much. It's not like a huge journey because these are just the original, these are like the classic games. I mean, some of them, like I guess Zelda can be like one that you play for a while. It's like I mean, it's an adventure game, so of course. But yeah, tennis. I think I remember playing this with Christian, my son. He's yeah, I think we played this once, and it was all right, I guess. Decent game, I guess. Ice hockey, I think you have like the small guys, and I don't really remember that much about it. Hogan's Alley. The only like thing I know about it is because Duck Hunt's moveset in Super Smash Bros. Is based off. Well, some of it is based off Hogan's Alley with like the cans and stuff, but it's not really like I don't know that much about it, to be honest. And we got Air Fortress. This is actually I got this. So Air Fortress, when I first started wanting to collect NES games, this is when I started having the goal of like I want to collect all the NES games. I remember one night I had to like clean the fucking bathroom because it was really nasty. So I cleaned the bathroom, and my dad says like, if you clean the bathroom, I'll bring you to this video game place. I'm not gonna. It's a video game place. We'll just say that. And we go there, and they don't have that many games, but this guy that's working there, he recommends me Air Fortress, and I think. I also had just gotten a Nintendo 64, so I also got GoldenEye, but GoldenEye is like, that's like a whole other story for another day. But anyway, he recommended me Air Fortress. I was like, alright, I'll pick it up. I brought it home, and I played it, and it is a very good shooter game. It's like, basically, you move around this little tiny ship, and if you ever, I reference Smash Bros. Probably a lot, because I played the crap out of that game. It's basically like if Smash Ultimate's classic mode like end credits thing. If you like are doing shooting the little credits thing, it's basically like the same exact concept, except it's like an entire game, and you got like actual enemies that are like there. It's like kind of like Galaga, but it's like an entire. It's got levels and stuff pretty much, and it's really fun. All right, so. Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt. I already said I have like 5 of these. This is like basically a lot of people that have an NES have this just because the NES was bundled with this, and of course Super Mario Bros. Is like a revolutionary game. This changed the video game industry. It actually saved the video game industry because of the whole crash of 83. So yeah, and Duck Hunt, we already talked about this, I think. Wrecking Crew, pretty good game. I remember getting this on the Wii U Virtual Console, and I don't know even what level I got to in that, but yeah, that's a pretty good game. I like playing it when I'm bored, I guess. And then Gumshoe, the reason why I just picked this up, I think, last summer actually, and the reason why I wanted to get this is because I really like the music in the first level of the game. I think it's the first level, it might be the second one, but it's basically you use the NES zapper, you shoot the guy and he jumps, and it's basically like a side scroller, but it's a pretty good game. You have to use the NES zapper. And we have Mac Rider. I don't know that much about Mac Rider. I mean, I have it, I just don't know that much about it. Then we have Ice Climber. Ice Climber, I don't even know when I played it, but Ice Climber is a pretty fun game. Except, the problem with Ice Climber is it's kind of like, hasn't aged well with the controls, because whenever you try to jump onto the ice, it just like, doesn't, whatever his name is, he'll jump onto the ice, and sometimes if he gets onto the edge of it, he'll just slip right through. So it's kind of like, it's not aged well pretty much, and it is pretty fun to mess around with, but it's outdated, I guess, but they don't even have like another version to play anyway, so I guess it's Then Excite Bike, I think actually Excite Bike I got with Air Fortress, and Excite Bike, is a pretty fun game. It's only one player. It's like, yeah, single player game, so it's, I don't know, you kind of might get bored of it after a while. Yeah, and then we got Balloon Fight, which is probably one of my favorite NES games. I remember about a year ago, I tried getting the highest score I possibly could. I really wanted to get like the max score possible. I think I already beat the first 12 levels, because the way it works is it goes through like 12 phases, and then it just repeats the 12 phases and just keeps doing it. And basically, once you get to like the max score, which is like 999,000, you're pretty much just done. And I think it just resets. So yeah, my goal was to get to that, and I think I got to like 250,000 points, which is not bad. But yeah, I did have a phase where I was trying to like get a high score on a lot of NES games. We'll see if there's more NES games in this video that I think I'll talk about a little bit once we get there. DuckTales, I got this over a year ago, like basically the summer of 2018, pretty much. And DuckTales is a pretty good platformer. It's probably one of the best platformers for the NES. Like, it is a very good platformer, very good. I don't know how to talk, but yeah, it's a good one. Oh yeah, we haven't really talked about the Mega Man games. So, Mega Man 1. I have played this numerous times. I haven't beat it before. I don't think I've even beaten all the Robot Masters. I like really remember Cutman stage. You got yeah, and then like I think I don't even know what the route is for like what's the best way to get the first item. I don't really remember, but yeah, I played this a couple times. I've played Mega Man 2 a bunch of times before. Mega Man 2 is probably one of like the favorite ones of everyone like loves Mega Man 2, and it's definitely Mega Man 2 is like probably one of the best ones, just because it's like the music it has an amazing soundtrack. I mean, all the Mega Man games have really good soundtracks, and Mega Man 2, yeah, it's good. Mega Man 3, I played that a little bit. I remember, I don't even know. I played it a little bit. I don't remember that much of it. And we got Mega Man 4. I remember I used to play Mega Man Legacy Collection on 3DS. And I remember, I think it's Toadman is the name of the Robot Master. I remember playing that stage with the acid stuff. That's what I remember. Anyway, got Mega Man 5. My only memories of that were playing it on an emulator. Unfortunately, some people don't like emulators, but I got bored at school one day and I just pulled up an NES emulator and I was playing Mega Man 5. And I remember Starman stage, and I remember I just could not beat that. So yeah, that's my memories of that. And then Mickey Mouse Capade, that's actually, I think it's a pretty good game. It's a platformer. It's not really like a maze. You just go up ladders and stuff, and you there's probably enemies. I don't remember that much of it, but I do remember playing it. And then Ghosts and Goblins, I don't even think I really played that. I just know its existence, pretty much. And it's a really hard game. Yeah. Chip and Dale, that is pretty good. I mean, I think you control both Chip and Dale. And I think, yeah, that's a platformer as well. It's pretty fun. Yeah, and then we got Adventures of the Magic Kingdom. I have that, and I really don't know that much about it. I just have it in my collection. And then we got the Dream Master. This is a pretty fun platformer. I think you basically you change from a guy, this little boy here, into animals, and you have to use the animals' powers. I think one of them crawls up a wall. And I don't even think I ever got past the first level, but yeah, I don't know if I'll ever go back to that game, but that's a pretty good game. And we got 1942. This is another one of the, we have 1941, I think, and then 1942. I haven't really played them. I don't know that much about them, but it's just another thing in my collection. So Mario Bros. This is another game I was trying to get a high score on. Mario Bros. Is a pretty fun game. I mean, you got this slippery mechanic. I think that's just a gimmicky thing. I think there's probably I don't know if it was because they wanted it to be like a short lasting game, so that like person wouldn't be in like the frickin' arcade machine for hours on end, whatever it is. But I mean, it's a pretty fun game to play. It's kind of weird that they used this box art. It's like you have this Mario that is like, they customized the Mario, and then the Mario in the game is like completely different. All right, Donkey Kong Jr. I think I like Donkey Kong more than Donkey Kong Jr., but Donkey Kong Jr. is a pretty fun game. If I find an arcade machine of Donkey Kong Jr., I will play it. But Donkey Kong I like more. I think I've gotten to like the second stage of this game, but it's not really, I guess, my cup of tea. I'd rather prefer, anyway, like I said before, Donkey Kong. Alright, Donkey Kong 3. I don't think that many people, this is kind of like, what's the word? Like, not many people really talk about it or like it. I mean, you play as this guy named Stanley, and you have this little, like, bug spray thing, and you try to shoot the bugs that come out down. It's basically, like, it's just basically like Galaga, and you jump up. It's like it's not a platformer. You shoot bugs, and you have to shoot Donkey Kong all the way up to this, like, thing. And then once he gets all the way up to the vines, he'll just move on. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. I really enjoy playing this for fun. It's a really good game, and it's probably a lot more people should be, like, liking this, I guess. It's like, I just don't know the word at the moment. But yeah, and then we have Donkey Kong Classics. I don't talked about Donkey Kong Jr., but Donkey Kong, I remember it's another game where I was trying to get a high score on, and I remember I probably got to like the 12th level maybe of Donkey Kong, and I remember getting a really high score on it. But yeah, Donkey Kong, really good game. We have these NES games that are in the box. And these are most of these games here are games I actually love. Oh yeah, 2 Tetrises, just so you know. I don't even know if we're gonna do a total or not, but yeah, there's 2 Tetrises here, because there's one in the box, or there should be. Pretty much all these games are already in the box, that's why they were not here. But anyway, we have Super Mario Bros. Is a very, very nostalgic memory I have, because I remember, it might have been in 2010 or something, when I was only like 9 years old, and when we first took out the NES, I remember playing this. I mean, this is, a lot of people know Super Mario Bros. As like one of the, of course, I talked about this already over there, but it's a revolutionary game. Anyway, my memories with it, I remember playing it on this old TV, and like it was like in the corner of my room or something. I don't know if we're ever gonna show that in another video, but yeah, this is a very fun memory I have of this game. And then Super Mario Bros. 2. Do you remember seeing this at a flea market once? I did not pick it up there, but I got this. I don't remember where I got this anyway. Oh yeah, anyway, let me go back to this really quick. I got this at a flea market last summer, and I got a pretty good deal on it, because the guy was like, he had it at a higher price, and then like, this is kind of wrecked here, so the guy he dropped the price by like half, I think, because he probably thought it's like no one's gonna buy it, because this is already wrecked, and people want it in good condition, like myself, so yeah, I got a good deal on that. But yeah, here we go, Super Mario Bros. 2. This is memed on a lot, because this is a funny joke the video game Donkey makes. Super Mario Bros. 2 Game of the Year. It's a pretty good game. I mean, it's freaking weird compared to this, because it's like, you have Shy Guy, it introduced Shy Guys, Birdos, and other random enemies that are like, didn't make any sense, and you like pull turnips, and it's like, I mean, this game is entirely, at the end it's revealed, this is a spoiler alert, it's revealed that it's a dream. So, it's all like Mario's dream pretty much, and none of it is legit, so it doesn't really make any sense that Shy Guys are, like, I basically, what if Shy Guys are, like, not actually, they, like, make the Mario games non-canon if they're in them, because they were only in Mario's dream, so it didn't really make any sense. But yeah, I mean, I remember playing this on the Wii U Virtual Console a couple of times, but yeah, this is a pretty good game. And then we have Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3, I do remember playing this I remember like leaving my NES on just because I wanted to keep the save, like because this game doesn't have like a save feature in the cartridge. So I just decided I just like wanted to keep the NES on so I could keep my save if I want, because I wanted to like be able to beat it. But I don't think I ever really beat it. I think I got to I started playing this again on the NES Switch online thing, and I got to like the 7th world, but I don't know if I'll go back and beat it or not. But pretty good game. A lot of people think that I think a lot of people like have that as their like all-time favorite game. But I mean, my all-time favorite game is a Mario game. I might make a video about it. We'll see. But not that Mario game. And then Tetris, we kind of talked about this. It's Tetris. It's a good game. Nice little box art. Most of these are in pretty good shape, except for like the Super Mario Bros. One. But yeah, and then we have NES Open Tournament Golf. I mean, this is great box art. I love this like American Mario. I mean, we have an ult of this in Smash. I haven't played this really. I mean, just a couple of screenshots. We have Mario there, but yeah, I have not played this. I only have this. I just like having this in my collection just because I love this box art. This is great. And Final Fantasy. I have played this a bit. The original Final Fantasy is just like it's the original, and I don't know, it just gets boring just because it takes so long for a battle to go through, I think, or a battle to just end. I mean, this comes with a handbook. It has a whole map, but I don't think I'll ever really want to play this. I'll probably play newer Final Fantasies. I mean, I've played Final Fantasy 7. I mean, some people don't like it. I mean, it's alright, but we're not getting into all the Final Fantasy games I've played. Anyway, Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario is a game that I've played a bunch of times, and I mean, I don't even know what level I got to. I probably got to like the 5th level, and I mean, I don't think I really have that many childhood memories with it. It's just like it's just a game that I've played a bunch of times, and I don't have a huge memory of it pretty much. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. It's the classic Dr. Mario. And then over here is like a mix of like third-party games pretty much. Well, yeah, we had like Capcom, that's like third-party technically, but over here we have just we have like a ton of mixed games up there. Those are just collection games that I haven't really played at all pretty much. But yeah, let's see. So we have Pac-Man Tengen. Pac-Man Tengen, that's just the freaking name of the company. Anyway, I remember my brother got this when we were in New York, and he bought this boxed Pac-Man. I don't even have the box because the box is in really bad condition. The box is just awful. It was wrecked, and I think this game wasn't really working that well for a while, but I don't even know, this might not be the right one. Actually, I think it is, never mind. But, I mean, this version of Pac-Man is not the ideal version to play. I mean, now they take, like, classic, you got the retro, whatever the hell they are, retro system things, and, like, there's one in store, I think it's, like, this flash drive version, and it shows, like, the arcade version on the box, but it actually uses the NES version, and it's pretty much a rip-off. But, I mean, the NES version is alright, it's just, if you have the arcade version there, play the arcade version, like, you could get it on the Namco Museum thing on the Switch, or they have, like, Namco Museum on practically most consoles, but, yeah. Alright, so we got Paperboy and Paperboy 2. I know about Paperboy. This is another thing that's just in my collection. I don't really know them that well. I don't even think I really even played them that much. But yeah. And then we got Double Dribble. I have not played that. That's just I think my dad actually had that game, because the reason why I haven't had an NES when I was a kid is because my dad had an NES, and he had a bunch of games. He had like 20 games with it, I think. A lot of the games I didn't really play that much. Yeah, and then we got Super C, another game I picked up. I don't actually have Contra. I have this version of, I have this Contra game, I guess, but I have not played this. But also another thing about Contra, I mean, I've seen it before, and I have not picked it up just because it's usually like $40, and I don't really want to spend that money just because I don't think I'm gonna really play it, even though I probably should, just because Contra, I think I actually once, there's this video game store I usually go to, used to have this little NES arcade machine, and it had around like 8 to 10 games on it. I don't remember, NES Play or something, I don't remember what the name of it is, but Contra was one of the games on it, so I did get an opportunity to try Contra, and I think it was a pretty fun game. So, yeah, I probably should try Contra. Alright, Stinger. I think I tried this game about over a year ago, last summer of 2018, another game I tried, and it was alright. I mean, it's another game where it's like, got the Galaga aspect to it, but except it's not Galaga and it just side scrolls, I think. It's an alright game. And we have Track and Field. I have not played this. It's another game in my collection. Tiny Toon Adventures. I remember playing this as a kid, and it's a pretty fun game. I remember there's like carrots you have to collect, and I think that was a pretty fun platformer. It's really good. I mean, it's made by Konami, so I mean they have a lot of good Konami games in the NES. Yeah, and then we have Jackal, another game that's just in my collection. Don't know much about it. Top Gun games, another set of games. Just another in my collection. And we have Castlevania 2. I remember when Simon was about to be revealed for Smash. I bought this, and I was like, I want to try Castlevania. I played that a little bit, but I kind of I don't even know what happened. I just got confused, and I didn't know where the hell to go in the game. And I just was like, eh. I mean, it's a pretty good game. I just haven't. I probably have said the word good like freaking a billion times. But yeah. Bubble Bobble. It's pretty fun. I don't think I played it that much. Yeah, pretty good game. Millipede, I remember playing this with a friend, and yeah, it was. I've never been a huge fan of Centipede / Millipede, just because it's just like, you just shoot things. Well, you just shoot, I don't even know what, it's like, I think if you shoot the Centipede / Millipede, you will just, split it in half. I don't know. I think this is, the original arcade had a trackball, and I don't think that should work really that well on, playing it on NES. But yeah, I think there probably is an accessory for, trackballs. And I think, speaking of trackballs, Alkanoid, I think that also used to use something like that. At least for the arcade version. But yeah. And then Marble Madness, this is another childhood game I had. This is a really fun game. It's like 3D almost, and you go through levels you have a time limit pretty much, and you have to get the marble from point A to point B. And there's a bunch of levels. I only think I got to the third level. And you also have these black balls that are really, they try attacking you. It's really good. Pretty good game. And we have Dig Dug 2. This also has the manual with it. I just picked this up last summer. I have not tried it. I don't even know if people even like this that much, but I need to try this pretty much. I remember Dig Dug is probably one of my favorite games, favorite arcade games. I know this is kind of a weird successor to Dig Dug because it's just it's just not Dig Dug. And then we have Akari Warriors. My only knowledge of this is that, it's in my collection, and that I think they just added a spirit to this in Smash Ultimate. That's really my only knowledge of it. But yeah, and we have Rygar. I don't know that much about it, another game that's just in my collection. And we have Dragon Warrior, which is actually Dragon Quest, pretty much. And it is, I played this a bit. I got to, my character to about level 5. I just remember, I actually was just playing this, I think, a couple months ago, when Hero was about to release, or it just released in Smash Ultimate. I base a lot of things off Smash, but anyway. I remember There's a lot of slimes you gotta fight in this. Yeah, that's like the enemy in the game. But yeah, this is an RPG. It's a pretty good game, I guess. And then we have Metal Gear. I like the Metal Gear franchise, except I have not played this. And I remember the guy when I went to the store that I bought this from, the guy was like, it's an alright game, it's not better or than like the newer like Metal Gear Solid pretty much, I guess. But like, I need to try that. I just have it in my collection and I still have yet to try the game pretty much. And then we have the Ninja Turtle games. I know a lot of people love these games. I just have these in my collection and I have not tried them. I think these are beat 'em up games. And I've heard a lot of good things about these. And we have Q*bert. I have played this a bunch of times. Q*bert is definitely a very fun game to play. Unfortunately, it's got a rip there in the label, but overall, it's a pretty good condition game and pretty good game. Mappy Land. Mappy. This is not like a really good port of Mappy, I don't think, because it was like this kind of weird version or weird successor, I guess. I think it's supposed to be a successor. It's alright, I think. I played that a little bit, but. And then we have XEXYZ, another game that's just in my collection. I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm just calling it the letters. We got Bomberman. Bomberman, another game I picked up, and I still have yet to try it. I mean, I've played Super Bomberman R, but I have not played the original. And yeah, I don't really know that much about the NES version. And then over here we have Rampage. I remember I literally beat this entire game. I really love Rampage. Rampage is like a fun game. Basically you just destroy towers. I mean, it basically, the box art or the label art just shows that pretty much. You crush buildings. Once you destroy all the buildings, it goes to the next place. Basically, you just are trying to destroy all the buildings in America, and once you do that, you beat the game. And I think it's like over the course of like 50 to 60 levels. It's like a pretty long game. It took me a long time. I think it's like it might be 2 hours or something. I don't know, but it's a good game to play if you have like a ton of free time. And then we have this Owls. We have Turbo Racing thing. This is another game that's just in my collection. I just remember picking up. Have not tried it. And we have another Carnivore. Another game that's just in my collection. And we have Burger Time. Burger Time, I remember. I remember going. There's this orthodontist place I go to, and they have. Actually, I don't know if it's the right. There's something. I don't remember where I started. I learned about Burger Time, but I really like the arcade version, and I used to play it all the time. Whenever there's an opportunity to play it. And I just love to just like, you go walking over the food and you gotta like get all the food to come down. It's a very fun game, very fun arcade game to play. And I remember I was trying to find this for the NES for the longest time. And then I finally went to this arcade place, or this retro video game place, one day when I was going to a Smash tournament, and they had Burger Time. I was so excited. So we bought the game, and now I have it in my collection. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. And we have Spy Hunter. This is another one of the original games we had. That's probably I think that's supposed to be my dad's favorite games. But yeah, I don't really, I haven't really played it that much to really have that much of an opinion of it. But yeah. We got Blaster Master. I think a lot of people like this. They got like the original. Well, you have like the original there, and then they have like the Switch version. I've played like Blaster Master Zero on the Switch, and that's pretty much all my knowledge of it. It's like it's like a game where you just go around shooting things as this like tank thing. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played the original, so yeah. And then we have pretty much all these games. Are games I really just haven't. These are all just collection games. I don't care about them all that much. I mean, a little honorable mention. This game fucking sucks. This game is like, that's a really awful game. It's not fun. Do not pick up Ghostbusters. I got that for just a joke. Superman, actually, I do remember playing that a little bit. I don't really remember that much of it. Double Dragon, I remember a little bit of it. I tried it out on the Switch NES thing. It's alright. It's just like it's an alright game. I don't really care for it all that much. But yeah, I think that wraps up the video. That is all my NES games. I don't have an exact number, but this is probably about 100 games here. And I might sell some of these random games that I don't really care about. It depends. It might drop, it might go up. It depends on if I get more games. Like, they're actually, speaking of getting more games, I kind of want to get, I was thinking about getting some games that I want in the box, like Kirby's Adventure. I really like the box art for that. But, yeah. I mean, we don't have the box art here because I don't have the box, but I might want to get that in the box. Same thing for Movie Adventures of Lolo, just because I like those games. Or, yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much the end of the video. If you got to this point in the video, congratulations. You got to the end of the video and you watched my entire collection. You watched me ramble on saying the word good about like 100 times. That's a great video. Alright. Well, thank you for watching.